Most high performers view cardio as a chore, a necessary evil to burn fat or maintain heart health. They see it as separate from their intellectual output. They are fundamentally wrong. In the Wealth Blueprint, you understand that liquidity is the lifeblood of a portfolio. In the Vitality Protocol, cardiovascular health is the liquidity of your biology. Your brain, while only accounting for 2% of your body weight, consumes 20% of your oxygen and glucose. If your heart is weak, your brain is starving. Today, we bridge the gap between the pump and the processor. We are discussing why heart health equals brain power. The machine-like grind requires sustained cognitive endurance. If your heart cannot efficiently deliver oxygenated blood to your prefrontal cortex, your momentum will fail long before your workday is over. You will experience the cognitive drop-off, that moment in the late afternoon where your decision-making becomes sluggish and your focus dissolves. This isn't a lack of discipline, it's a failure of the delivery system. Cardio is not just about your chest, it's about your consciousness. The first principle of the oxygen protocol is neurogenesis. For decades, science believed the adult brain was static. We now know that the brain is capable of growing new neurons, specifically in the hippocampus, the center for memory and learning. The primary trigger for this growth is a protein called BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Aerobic exercise is the most potent way to flood your brain with this miracle grow for the mind. When you engage in consistent cardio, you are literally expanding the hardware of your intelligence. You are making your machine capable of processing more complex data. Next, we address vascular integrity. Your brain is crisscrossed by a massive network of microvessels. As we age, these vessels can become stiff or clogged, leading to cognitive decline. Aerobic training improves endothelial function, the ability of your blood vessels to dilate and flow. By lifting your heart rate, you are pressure washing your internal plumbing. You are ensuring that every neuron has a high-speed data line to the oxygen it needs to function. A high-performance brain requires a high-pressure, clean delivery system. Then there is the stress buffer. High-stakes environments trigger the release of cortisol. In small doses, cortisol is a tool. In chronic doses, it is a neurotoxin that shrinks the brain. Cardiovascular exercise serves as a metabolic drain for excess stress hormones. It resets the nervous system from a state of high alert to a state of ready focus. By training your heart to handle physical stress, you are teaching your brain to remain calm under psychological stress. You are building the resilience to execute the machine-like grind without burning out. The mitochondrial density factor is the final piece of the connection. Mitochondria are the power plants of your cells. Cardio increases the number and efficiency of these power plants in both your muscles and your brain. When you improve your VO2 max, you are increasing the wattage of your entire system. You can work longer, think deeper, and recover faster. You are moving from a low-capacity engine to a high-output powerhouse. The psychology of the oxygen protocol is the shift from weight loss to processing power. You don't run to get smaller, you run to think bigger. You don't use the rower to burn calories, you use it to sharpen your edge. When you begin to see the direct correlation between your resting heart rate and your ability to solve complex problems, the motivation to train becomes clinical. It becomes a requirement of the blueprint. To execute the oxygen protocol, you must prioritize Zone 2 and Zone 5 training. You need the steady aerobic base to support your daily operations and the high-intensity intervals to expand your maximum capacity. You treat your heart with the same respect you give your bank account. You track the metrics, you push the limits, and you never let the system stagnate. The heart is the engine. The brain is the navigator. If the engine fails, the navigator goes nowhere. Flow the energy. Feed the brain. Protect the connection. Is your brain starving for oxygen, or is it operating at peak capacity? If you're ready to bridge the gap between physical health and mental dominance, subscribe. The Vitality Protocol is in full effect. We will see you in the next deep dive.